Thank you for joining me today. This is Whitney with the Yoga Art Space Studio in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I'm very excited to present to you today a short sequence that can be extremely beneficial for the kidneys. We all know that the kidneys, right above them, are where our adrenal gland is located. When the adrenal gland releases adrenaline, it goes straight into the kidneys, leading to our fight or flight response. Now, the kidneys, if there's too much adrenaline over and over again, too much stress day after day, the kidneys take a large toll because of that. And so here we give love back to our kidneys. This is a short sequence you can do day after day, week after week, and all we have with us is simply a bolster. So we start off sitting onto the bolster, opening both legs out into a wide figure V position. If you need a blanket under the heels, that may make this position more comfortable. The bolster allows us to sit up very tall. We bring the right hand along the inside of the right leg, and the point that makes contact with the leg, we press that point into one another, the arm against the leg, and then we open and twist our torso upward toward the sky, reaching the other hand up and over in the direction of the toes. Holding here for at least 5 breath cycles, stretching over the right leg. And then we release the heart down, stretching straight directly toward the right leg. Again, about 5 breath cycles on this side. And then after those 5 breath cycles, walk the hands through the center, being balanced in between the 2 legs. Holding for about 5 breath cycles in the center. This forward position is so opening and freeing for the kidneys. And now we do the same positions on the other side. The left arm comes to the inside of the left leg. The right hand reaches up and over. Breathing 5 deep breath cycles before turning the heart down, taking that stretch straight over this leg. When we stretch to the side, we open up the kidney that's on the top, and we squeeze and compress any of those toxins out of the lower tissue. And then as we walk our hands to the center, like now, reaching through the center again, these ones just help elongate the kidneys because the kidneys are on the low back. So after 5 breath cycles, we arise upright, turn the bolster, and scoot it down towards the bottom of the mat, sitting the hips directly on the middle of the bolster. We gently start to walk our back onto the ground, scooting the elbows and the shoulders out of the way. And then we lift one leg at a time until both legs are going straight up to the sky. You'll find a point, whether it's a little bit more forward or a little bit more back, that takes very little effort to hold it upright. In this position, you're welcome to either stay here or start to allow the weight of the legs to sink closer and closer towards the torso. The closer they become, the more the low back and the hips begin to stretch out. Remember, the low back and the hips and the kidneys are all part of the sacral chakra. The more we work to physically heal it, the more it energetically heals. Now, if you'd like to rock the toes all the way down into a plow posture, you're welcome to take that. Or you can release the hips back down to the bolster, perhaps going back and forth for several minutes. Stay here as long as is comfortable. This upward position of the legs is something I would recommend every day, especially to people who are on their feet constantly. And when you're ready to come down, 1 foot at a time, we'll set down. Lift the hips up to scoot the bolster away, and then relax the hips all the way down onto the ground for a comfortable Shavasana pose. Stay here for as long as you have time today. Remember, you can do this sequence over and over again, helping to heal the kidneys energetically and physically. Thank you for joining me today. May we be all be filled with light and happiness and peace. Namaste.